Hey, hey, hey. I hope you guys enjoy these, what I'm calling podcast shorts for my Burnout to All Out community. This is just a little peek behind the curtain of the coaching that goes on inside of my programs. We're bringing to you some of the best nuggets and coaching I'm giving within hot seats of all of our different programs, whether it's our LinkedIn Method Academy, our mini mastermind business basics, all the way up to our higher level mastermind. If you're hearing some of these questions and you're like, man, I wish I could get my burning question answered by Melissa. Hey, guess what? You could be featured on my podcast. If you've got a question that you want answered and you submit it to my team and we pick it, we will bring you here to the podcast for our podcast shorts and do a hot seat with you. Where can you submit your questions? Send them to teamburnout2allout.co. We'll make sure we drop that in the show notes for our podcast shorts. And I hope that you guys find as much value in these shorts as our clients do inside the program. Need some effective tactical advice that actually helps you get results and makes a real difference in your life and business? You've come to the right place. If you're finding yourself here today, it means you're getting ready to gain serious traction in your business, rapidly multiply your income and impact, and you're ready to make it happen while living all out. Guys, I'm Melissa Hinault, your trustworthy corporate dropout turned six-figure business burnout turned happy and healthy CEO of a multi-million-dollar online business. And you're listening to the Burnout to All Out podcast. On this show, we're serving up innovative growth strategies, simple implementation methods to put them into practice, and action-stimulating inspiration tailored specifically for the modern entrepreneur. Let's dive in.
So I'm coming to you today with a question on the content. So you have spoken into me even just yesterday saying, don't get so caught up in product and being too much of an expert on the product that you offer. Instead, make sure you're hitting home on, because I'm in a direct sales company, so make sure you're talking about the business. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that is why I'm in your academy. And that is absolutely what my goal is here with being in this academy, right? So I guess I get just like a little bit in my head sometimes of, okay, but I have this expertise to share on avoiding toxic products, toxic chemicals, toxic people in the workplace. Because by the way, I used to have to intervene on all that. I was employee relations for a huge company, and that my phone rang all day long on employee conflict, right? So it's kind of the whole thing. Like, how do you set your own path where you can have a toxic-free work environment that's yours and toxic-free products? But I also have heard you strongly about the idea that don't miss that core of people who are going to see the business. Like with your analogy of you didn't take, was it Advair? You weren't personally taking Advair. Right. You didn't have COPD.
Right.
So I guess I just need to hear a little bit more about how to drill that in my content as well, if you don't mind.
So I think that the first thing I want to do for all of you in direct sales is give you permission. Once a week, you can be seen as an expert in your subject matter field in your business, right? Because that does create brand awareness. I think that, and so we'll talk through that here in a second. We can kind of map out your content pillars. I think that where it gets totally overdone is where people take peddling and pushing their products and the features of their products on a daily basis, like they do over on Facebook and Instagram, right? That is different than you being a subject matter expert in the toxin-free space or environment, right? So when I was really scaling my health and wellness company with Isogenics on LinkedIn, once a week, I did stand in my power as a health and wellness advocate and expert in the sense that I would share information and data in the health and wellness space so that it was seen as though, and was and is, I still to this day, eat, breathe, and live in the wellness space, right? So I'm bringing value to my audience in that space. Now, on occasion, it would be more of a twist on business in the health and wellness space and the business opportunity in the health and wellness space. And then if you can niche down into your subject matter, if it's beauty, is it nutrition? And if you can get some really great data on kind of the growth and opportunity in the market, right? So that's all niched into for each of you, kind of subject matter expert of the direct sales company that you're a part of. That is different than you holding up a product in your face in a post on a daily basis that everyone's so numb to seeing, right? So you can do that once a week, but know that another day a week, you really need to be focused on the end product itself, which is the business. What are the features and the benefits of the business, right? Educating them on, is it a turnkey business that's got tools and systems already embedded? Does it have customer service already? Like, what is the benefit of being a 1099 versus being self-employed like a lot of us are? What are the tax benefits, right? How awesome is it to have a system that's fully integrated into customer service and not holding any inventory, right? So like that's a whole content pillar that you can speak to. Another content pillar would be actually around the money aspect of it, meaning educating your audience, because like a lot of successful people in corporate are still living paycheck to paycheck. They just have bigger bills. And a lot of them do not have diversified income other than their 401k, which by the way, is doing really shitty right now. So what can you do to educate? I didn't know what the word residual income meant when it was first presented to me. It's like residual income. What is that? Versus passive income. What is that? Like here I am with a doctorate making multiple six figures in corporate America, right? And I don't even know what residual income is, right? And I think I'm too better than and smarter than these crazy people who are working this pyramid scheme, right? And now I laugh because it completely changed my life when I was open to learn what recurring income was, how I could leverage a business, be in business for myself, but not by myself, right? And so there's going to be some education for your audience of like, if you're really like, one of my greatest pitches, I brought in so many people in the pharmaceutical sales space, because I would say, especially leaders in pharmaceutical sales, or even people who are just really good in pharmaceutical sales, like you're already really good at leading people, especially people in companies where you're leading a geo-dispersed team that's not local to you, right? Like there's a lot of parallels and analogies that you can educate to on LinkedIn. Hey, are you currently leading a team virtually? Have you ever thought about branching out and leveraging those skill sets to grow a business virtually, a turnkey business, like leverage the experience you have and build a secondary income stream around your 9 to 5, leveraging the skill sets you have? A lot of them haven't thought that was possible. And post-COVID, people are way more open to it. What I am seeing post-COVID is so many people are experiencing such incredible spikes in anxiety and depression and stress, going back to working the long hours again and being back in the office. People are more open to it than ever before. The gig economy is here to stay. So can you speak to that with confidence and make that a weekly piece of your message as an expert in the field? You want people to see you in the feed and be like, oh, that's that chick who talks about passive income all the time. That's that chick who talks about online businesses and how it's possible to do it while working full time. That's that woman who's really cast a vision to me that it's possible to create a financial wall around my 9 to 5 and not have to leave my career to do it. I'm just kind of riffing off here, but this
No, that's so good. So good. I'm going to have to listen to this again. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Well, working 9 to 5. So do you think it's too early? Like I didn't post it, but I wrote a post today that is almost ready to go that speaks of, if you are super close to considering a company, here are 5 questions that really matter.
Yes.
Go for it. Okay.
100%.
Okay.
And so there are people who are looking at opportunities. So it's like, how old is the company? How established are they? Because I'll tell you, with a lot of these startups in the direct sales space, that's churn and burn, like people, they aren't family owned. They're investors who are in and then they're out, and then the companies crumble. Supply chain matters, where it's coming from.
Right. right?
You probably have a lot of features and benefits to your company that you can have them check into.
Yeah, we're 21 years in. We're debt-free from day one, debt-free and privately owned. Yeah. So basically I wrote the post and I'm like, and the company that I chose to partner with gets an A+ on every question, and kind of made a little joke that I guess the former teacher in me is coming out using my grading book. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'll have to listen to this again. That was super helpful.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, so much for listening in on today's podcast episode. And I can't wait for you to see my upcoming guest in the next episode. You are going to love this keynote speaker. Hey, here's the deal. If you liked this, please subscribe and leave a review. And you want the latest online business growth strategies and exclusive LinkedIn pro tips sent straight to your phone? Text the word update to 704-318-2285. That is, text the word update to 704-318-2285. Can't wait to see you guys. Come find me over on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever you like to hang. I cannot wait to hear how you are enjoying and applying what you're learning. You guys reach out to me over on social because I love hearing what's resonating with you. When you reach out to me and you send me those personal DMs, they really do impact the content I continue to bring forward to you. So again, come find me, Melissa_Hinault over on Instagram, Melissa Hinault over on LinkedIn and Facebook. Can't wait to see you guys over there.